Hi, my name is Azure. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I often go into my Akashic Records and ask the guides questions that a lot of us have curiosity about. So today we're talking about why is the breath so important? Why does everybody talk about the breath? And so let's see what they have to say. So immediately I heard the words breath is life, and that the breath brings us back into connection to life force energy. And what happens, and especially now, but this has happened throughout humanity, is that oftentimes when we are busy living our lives, we tend to forget to breathe deeply. We're in a state of fight or flight. Maybe we are just kind of too busy and we're just shallow breathing, and all of our tissues, all of our 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 life, our body is fueled by the breath. And not only that, it's what connects us to life force energy. And so they're also saying that the breath brings us safety. And the reason it brings us safety is because we must have breath to be alive. And when we have an abundance of breath, so when we're breathing deeply, and the reason that people talk about box breathing, they talk about taking deep breaths, they talk about coming back to your breath, all of those things, is because it connects us back to a feeling of safety. And when we're feeling safe and we're feeling secure and we're feeling alive, then we are able to operate from a place that is more grounded, more stable. And so the reason the breath is so important, and the reason that people talk so much about coming back to your breath or doing breath work or using it as an activator for the parasympathetic nervous system, is because it's the way to bring our body back into a feeling of safety. And that is why it's so important. It's because breath is life and it connects us to life force energy. And specifically for me, it's how I connect and how I bring down the universal energy. I imagine when I'm taking a deep breath that I'm pulling that universal energy down through the top of my head, and it's washing through my entire body. And that is what is happening when we breathe in. And so when we are in a state of fight or flight, or a heightened nervous system, which so many of us are living in that state right now, especially because it's like our lives are constantly breaking news. Like, not only are the news channels constantly breaking news, but in our lives, it's constantly breaking news. Everything is breaking news in our lives. And how can we possibly sustain when it's like that? And so it's just a way to connect back to the home frequency. And not only that, it nourishes our body as well. And so that is really why the breath is so important. It's not actually extremely complicated. It is the connection to home frequency, to that groundedness that is also feels expansive and infinite. And physically, it creates a sense of safety in our bodies. And so there's really not a ton to say other than that. They could go off on a tangent, but this is a really quick video about the basics on why the breath is so important. So if there is anything you want to know that wasn't included in this video, please feel free to comment in the comments section, and I'll make another video. In the meantime, I hope you're having an amazing day. Take care.